I'm Eric Loy, and this is Part 2, a chance to check in once again with previous guests of Eric Loy interviews. I'd like to welcome Enber'stale here. Hi, Ember.
Oh,
Hi.
it's nice to be back, even
Yeah.
though it's under a different name.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming on again. So, with everything that's happened with you here, how are things going with the new setup?
It's going really good. I got a chibi model. My main model's in the work now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning on selling my older models and stuff so that way they don't go in the dust.
Yeah, yeah. It's I don't get a chance to talk to too many folks who've kind of restarted again. Uh, but what is that? Eh, as far as making that type of decision, how tough was it for you to do that?
Hard, but excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I just had a milkshake, so
No
I had to
worries.
clear my throat there. It was hard at first,
Yeah.
but when I realized that the connection wasn't there anymore. It was pretty easy.
Mm. Yeah. It just wasn't. A lot of people talk about how it's a kind of an extension of them a little bit when they're on, but that extension wasn't there anymore.
No,
Mm.
it didn't help that I had problems with the previous artist who worked on getting a new model to go with to the selling
Mm-hmm.
because I have problems with the old model artist
Mm-hmm.
and I don't want anybody else dealing with those problems
Yeah.
while getting the model.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I commissioned the artist to get the new models done.
Mm.
So that way they can join both models.
That's cool. That's cool. Now, with this switching over, um, do you worry about people following you over from one to the other?
Not really. I mean, I left. I've said previous time I talked to everyone I knew I needed to talk to about it. I also forgot to tell somebody, but they recognize me as soon as I tell them.
Yeah, it just it's kind of a situation that's kind of unique to um this particular avenue, isn't it? I mean, it's not like
Mm-hmm.
it's you've got to withdraw and then come back as someone else, and while you want to establish yourself completely, you still kind of want to keep in touch with the people who were there for you in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an odd situation. I can't imagine anything close to it in that I've ever dealt with. Um, does it still kind of catch you as odd?
I mean, some people still call me Angel out of habit because I was Angel for so long. Even before becoming Angel Silversong, I went by Angel with numbers in when I was on Mixer streaming because I
Yeah,
streamed on there before Twitch.
yeah,
I went as Angel 1956 in the past previously. I won't hide that, but
yeah. Uh,
it's completely brand new to not have Angel in the username.
so it's did it get to the point with that was kind of second nature,
Mm-hmm.
and now when you reestablish yourself with this, and it's going to be trying to do second nature to try to keep people from doing that.
And I'm unlike some people who feel uncomfortable about being called their past name.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it because people are so used to it until they get used to it.
yeah, yeah. As long as they're not doing it out of just being
Yeah.
jerks.
Manip. I cannot pronounce that word, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. It's manipulative, and
Yes.
uh, also just being jerks.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest way to pronounce it. And it's because this is not a it's not a small decision to make. I mean, you're uh, but with this and the new uh, persona model, everything, are you going to do things differently on your streams?
I'm going to start streaming horror games,
Mm.
actually.
Okay. Me and horror games are like.
I'm not a fan of horror games myself, so.
So you're jumping in the real deep end of the pool here.
Yep. I
Yeah.
even got toggles
Yeah.
because my model has wings made out of smoke, which I
Mm.
love.
Oh, that is cool.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a toggle where I can hide behind them whenever I'm playing a horror game and get scared. Because I usually don't. When I play horror games, I don't make sounds.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
to show I'm scared physically, I thought it would be clever to have that.
Ah, it is a good idea. Yeah, it's that's something that you couldn't do with the old model.
Nope.
So, so with the new one, how much time have you spent uh, putting together everything with the new model? Uh,
Hmm.
that the smoke thing is with wings is really cool, and obviously that's something that you put in with it. But how long did it take you to decide?
She started off as a D&D character, right?
Mm-hmm.
God of Imagination,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm very proud of that because I haven't seen any Gods of Imagination yet as a VTuber,
Nope,
so.
nope, not yet. That sounds purely original right now. Mm.
Hmm.
And so you
And well,
go
mm,
ahead, go ahead.
and well, that's not the only parts that are made out of smoke. In her god form, I have her human form.
Mm-hmm.
I came up with her god form with a separate artist. Her clothing design. I forget the artist name.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I'm bad with names. I apologize.
Well,
But
they'll.
the artist came up with a like, really good design with roses and stuff like that, and flower petals
Mm,
on the dress. And another friend who's an artist who loves doing art for free did a really beautiful design for me
mm,
that showed the god form,
well,
which is has cat ears, cat tail, and cat feet made out of smoke as well.
wow.
Because I'm going for a smoke theme.
Yeah.
And chains wrapped around her neck,
Oh,
her wrists, her ankles, everywhere.
wow. So this is so. Did are you kind of going on with their idea, or is all of that your idea?
It's all my idea.
Wow.
They just went along with it.
Holy cats! Literally,
Hmm.
literally, holy cats! But so that's come out of a D&D character.
Well, originally I dreamt about her.
Ah.
So I knew what she would look like. Not all the way, like, not what her face would look like or clothing, but I knew those specific details were part of her
Mm,
character design.
mm. That's a that's some divine intervention there. Coming up with the idea and be able to the ideas I come up with in my sleep. I always end up if I write them down, it's always some type of jargon nobody can understand, including me. And the other things I remember from my dreams, I don't want to remember. But
Oh yeah, I get that.
yeah, but they're so you kind of get a chance to fully flesh out the character way before the concept even comes together.
Hmm.
All right, that's really neat. That's kind of again that's
She's mixed.
it's very unique to VTubers that you can do something like this.
Hmm. Her lore is just made of the dreams and prayers of cats and humans,
Mm. So lots
which
of
was just cat features.
yeah. So lots of catnip.
Uh-huh.
Mm, yeah. Well, and remember, I have the 9 cats here. So so the that so they'll be having you in those dreams quite a bit, I imagine,
Uh-huh.
when they're chasing down the cheese in my sandwich. the
Amazing.
oh oh my gosh, I can't even make a cheese sandwich anymore in the kitchen because at least 3 of them were there in case some cheese gets away. It's like it's coming out of a package. It's not no. Unless I pay tribute, I'm not getting out of there with a sandwich. um, so now that you've got things set up pretty much, is there still a few things you haven't nailed down yet with the new model?
Well, she's not fully made. Her outline is made.
Okay.
I have a chibi model, but chibi is a smaller representation. Won't have all the details of the original model will have.
Right. Still cute though.
Yeah, it's adorable, and I love what the rigger and artist, who is the same person, made it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks amazing. It's rigged amazing. I got it for $10 for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
The artist was having a sale,
Yeah.
usually $40, but they decided to discount it for 10. It was like, that's a steal. I'm getting this.
So here you got the chibi and you're still waiting for everything to be fully fleshed out with the large model.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So and
The wings are going to be the most difficult part, I'm guessing, because it's going to have to move like it's made out of smoke.
yeah, that's gonna be. Ooh, is it gonna be a constantly flowing type of thing?
Yes, that's the plan.
Ooh, yeah, that will take some doing. But there's some artists on here who do things that are awfully talented.
Mm-hmm, I agree.
Yeah, so this is gonna be interesting to see all the way around. You kind of by making the changeover, not only kind of starting anew for yourself, but you're blazing a trail for some folks.
Mm-hmm. The artist I commissioned, I'm actually their first VTuber child.
Ooh,
I commissioned them for my fiance to get a sock puppet model so he can join me on stream.
yes, I remember you talking about that a little bit
Yes, he loved it. He had no clue it was coming.
before. Yeah, that's excellent. That's excellent. So are you gonna do mostly horror games, or you're gonna still do different types of stuff?
I'm gonna do what I can afford because
Mm,
I don't have a job.
yeah, well, I mean that's true. Uh, but you mentioned doing the horror games before. Is that gonna be
Oh
the?
yeah, I plan on playing the paranoid the game with ghosts
Mm,
in it
oh yes,
with multiplayer.
yes. As soon as you said that, it just exploded out of my head, and now I can't remember it. Right?
Yeah, I can't forget the name. I
Yeah,
can't remember the
that ghosty game that scares the pants off of people. Yes,
Yes.
I
I
know.
plan on playing more like single. I played Me Side actually
Oh my
on my
gosh.
debut.
Oh
For those who don't know, Me Side is where you get sucked into a video game
yes, and
and you get a cute anime girl
yeah, and
that turns into horror.
yes, very much so. Talk about your nightmare fuel.
Yep.
Yes, and the look on their face is just something else. Like, oh no, what have I got myself into? So you
It
did,
was really fun though.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's I don't. That might be a game I might have been able to play. I'm not sure, but still, I
You
think it's
might be able to play it.
yeah. I think it's maybe the longer term, um, the really deep horror games that would really cause me problems. Would you would you
Mm.
would you rather do the quicker jump scare types or the longer horror games?
I prefer the cutesy psychological game.
Mm.
The games that look cute and adorable but turn out to be horror. I prefer those games.
The ironic ones.
Yes.
Um, oh, hey, those are a lot of fun. Those are a lot of fun, and they do kind of take
Mm.
a little bit of the edge off, I think. Um, but they tend to be really gruesome too.
Yeah, that's the best part about it,
Yeah.
though. You don't expect it when you first try out these games, and then you realize, oh, they're gruesome.
Yeah,
Well, damn.
there's that one game where you're finding videotapes in the attic and you're playing it, and then it's like a children's program and you play along with. I do forget that
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I know what game you're talking
Yeah,
about.
again.
They came out with a sequel,
Oh, that first one was horrible enough.
and it looks like they're leading on to another game as well.
Oh, well, they've stumbled
Looks
onto
like they're in the works for another game.
they've
So,
they've stumbled into a pretty good format there because that kind of
hmm
you get that kind of horror can curl your toes in a hurry. Um, you get that little feeling of dread, but also the feeling you have to keep going. It's when you
hmm
get caught into something good. Um, would you rather do a game that has multiple endings like this, or one that you're kind of herded to one single ending?
I mean, if a game can do a mixture of both, I prefer it.
Mm. Yeah, it's it would be a little tougher for me to be herded into an ending because then I was like, well, whatever I do, well, this is going to happen anyway.
It depends on the game. If it feels like you're in control, but it's the illusion,
Mm.
then it's fun.
Mm. That's cool. That's excellent. So when did you do your first stream with your chibi?
I did it like a week ago.
Mm.
I
And
haven't streamed since. I should stream again.
yeah, but doing that finally with the new everything, the new chibi, not the
hmm
full model. How did it hit you? I mean, what, give me an idea of your thoughts and emotions behind it when you turn that microphone on as kind of somebody new.
It was nice. It went better than my first debut because I actually had people there in voice chat with me instead of being alone.
Yeah, yeah. Did you slip back into old form a little bit every once in a while?
Well, I've always been me while streaming.
Right,
I never played a character while streaming.
right. And you didn't slip and call yourself Angel or anything like that.
No, no.
That's good because I I can tell you I would have done that. Not even a doubt. I mean, there were times I switched radio stations in my career, and
hmm
even like 5 6 years into the new station, I was still answering the phone and having to make sure I said the right call letters.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and it's even worse if you're tired and you say I'm on the air. What station is this again? Sorry, I'm
That
tired.
must have been fun.
Oh yeah, it was fun until the general manager walked in. And
Oh,
it
oh
was like,
no.
you did it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that type of memory thing doesn't go well for me. And now it does make it a little easier for you, I imagine, to transition because you are yourself behind the
hmm
avatar. Um, the folks in the chat uh, handled it pretty well.
Yes. There was only like one or two bots, but I think it's called Siri bot, which I recommend getting for everyone who streams on Twitch.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because it usually sometimes it glitches out and it doesn't work.
Mm.
But usually for me, it takes care of bots that come into stream and try to link stuff.
Mm. Yeah. It has to be bots to do that because I can't imagine anybody taking the time to do something like that. Um,
hmm
and I can't imagine anybody clicking the links.
Unless they're like teenagers or children who don't know better.
Yeah, who shouldn't be on there anyway, probably. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, it's people who do stuff like that or you know crash into streams to cause havoc. I don't understand that. I don't have the energy to do something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot of, and it's so ineffective. I would think. Uh,
I mean, there's somebody that I've been meaning to watch, and they said that they got botted like 3 times. This was on Twitch, by the way. I
mm,
mean, Twitter,
mm,
but streaming on Twitch. I mean,
right.
but they got it about like 3 times,
Mm,
and I feel so bad for them.
mm. It's
Like,
yeah.
oh sorry.
No, go ahead.
Like one time I was watching a stream, and at the very end of the game, at the very end of the stream, because she was beating it, she was getting the credits and stuff,
Mm.
the ending, and she got botted right at the ending. I was like,
Oh,
oh god, I felt so bad.
oh no. And it was everything was going. Oh, just a terrible timing with it too.
Mm-hmm.
And there's really nothing that if you're watching and you're in chat, there's nothing really you can do about it other than just try to ignore it as best you can. Um.
And they were being bot followed,
Oh.
not bot spammed.
Oh. That's.
So they had to turn off notifications. They had to turn off followers.
Uh,
Just it was a whole round mess.
uh,
I felt bad.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's always somebody who'll pour lemon juice in your Cheerios if
Mm-hmm.
you're enjoying yourself too much. Um. That or
I'm
like
lucky it hasn't happened to me yet.
yeah, it's not going to. We'll be
No,
positive.
it's not.
We'll be positive
And if
about
it
it.
does, yeah. If it does, I have mods to take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm not a streamer without mods.
Yes. Yes. You
A streamer should at least have one mod, even if they're small.
you come to the shooting match armed.
Yes.
So, well, I mean, congratulations on getting everything going, and um, I hope that this is exactly what you're wanting, and you're kind of starting a whole new universe here, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Have you got some big plans for this year for?
I do. I have to finish the final model, and then I need to save up for the god form, and
Mm.
then I have so many different more forms,
So many more
including
forms.
including a Christmas one
Mm.
that's a ballerina that's based off Nutcracker scenes. So different Nutcracker scenes on the dress.
Wow, that's going to be really cool. And we'll still have
Mm.
the smoke with it.
Yes,
Christmas smoke.
I love the smoke. I love that. That's part of my theme.
That is I don't see that a lot, and certainly not like wings that you can use and will be flowing in the background. This is going to be something else.
Mm.
Congratulations on everything, and congrats on getting this started and moving in this direction.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we we'll be seeing and everything here. We'll get to some links up so people can check it out. Are your old links down, or have you changed them over?
My Twitter link is the same, but I changed my name on Twitch to
Hmm.
Enber'stale, but without the space or the not exclamation point. Keep for
Apostrophe.
yes, the apostrophe.
Yeah,
Without that,
yes.
it's Enber'stale, one word.
Okay, and we'll get that in the description here too. But thanks so much for coming back on and letting folks know, and congratulations
Mm-hmm.
on making this switch over. Seems like you had
Yeah.
you had it well planned and it's gone pretty smooth for you.
I just need to get a few things like emotes and panels.
Yeah, but I can tell in your voice it's something you're looking forward to.
Oh, it is.
It's like having a like opening up a new toy on Christmas. Well, and as long as it's got you behind it, it's going to be great. I appreciate it so much, you coming on again, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, and this time I won't be changing. Hopefully.
Thank you for listening to Part 2. Please check in on the Eric Loy Interviews YouTube channel for more interviews with the always interesting VTuber community.